Okay, Bat. And so the story of the search for myself being a story that will last one night only. Tomorrow morning, I will cease to sexist. Tomorrow morning, I will cease to exist. And I'm surprisingly okay with this fact. I hope you don't find the answers before the sun comes up. I have to find the answers before the sun comes up. Why was I killed? And what exactly is going to happen in this town tonight? Chapter 2. Who am I? Why is I killed? Why is I killed? The one who is certain to know the answers to those questions is the man who ordered my murder. The one who is sure to know the answers to those questions is the man who ordered my murder. At the other end of the phone line is the very man who had me killed. Our meeting, it's all so sudden. I'm not sure I'm really prepared for what to come. Yes, if what I read in this file is true. This woman could be quite a bedeviling bit of trouble for us. She needs to be erased tonight. Confound that nearsighted Jigo. His skills are as feeble as his eyesight. Not to worry, sir. I have already taken the next step, sir. Not to worry, sir. I have already taken the next step, sir. Beep loot. Yes, but I say the last thing I ever expected was to talk to the target herself. Even if it was only over the telephone. I must have, my good man. It put me in quite the tizzy there for a moment. Fa ha ha. What is this place? These oddly luxurious furnishings, this oddly refined music. And that odd little machine. I've never seen a room like this before. You know, bad guys are you blue or purple. And bad guys love their capes. But one thing's for sure. These people are assassins. And what more? That red-headed woman is another of their targets. That file the old man has. Maybe it'll give me some information on my redhead. Updated the phone book. Yes, how much longer, my good man? We are charging up our backup power now, sir. The process should be complete in about 30 minutes, sir. Yes. But confound that Geo, I say. every year, his reliable range gets shorter and shorter. He'll get coal in his next pay envelope, confounded. Or might I suggest glasses in his envelope instead, sir? It seems this file contains information about that redhead. But I can't read it when it's closed. Great Scott! Did you see that? The file, I say. The file reared up and snapped at me, my good man. Nearly bit my head off. If only it could. Not to worry, sir. I've already seen to it that the target, Miss Lynn, is no longer a threat, sir. Bah. That's not what I'm talking about, man. Lynn. Eh? So that's her name, is it? But this file. It's like it's written in a foreign language. I can't read it at all. Might I suggest putting away the file and relaxing, sir? The fruit bowl is just glued to the bottom of the table. You have a very important job ahead of you tonight, sir. Dar. This is a pickle. The phone only I got put away neatly. And the only thing I've learned is the name Lin. This sure is a weird room. I traveled through the phone line to get here. But where exactly is here? I could spoil this now, but I'm not gonna say. Just a certain song came to mind. And who exactly are these people? Good man. Are you trying to give me a case of the vapors? My apologies, sir, but I did not touch it, sir. It appears the equipment is still malfunctioning, sir. But granted, the technology is certainly a convenient thing. Granted, the technology is certainly a convenient thing. But our use of it is just plain off confounded. Yes, in any case. I don't wish to see the face of our current target, my good man. As you wish, sir. In that case, might I suggest this, sir? Hey, that. is Sissel. If all goes well with our deal tonight, we will have the power to change the world, sir. Yes, it is a very important night indeed, my good man. We can't afford to make mistakes. And that is why we can't afford to trust that Sissel no. We must be very careful. Speaking like he's not dead, Sissel. That must be my name. Now that I hear it, it does sound familiar. A deal? What could that be all about? Just what exactly was I up to, I wonder? We are completely prepared for tonight, sir. Yes, now all we have to do is pluck the fruit of success. Ha-ha. One thing's clear. These villains seem to know me. And another thing. There seems to be some kind of connection between me and this Lin. Why would our names both come up here like this? Where's your head, man? I told you I don't wish to see this face. My apologies, sir. It appears to be another malfunction, sir. Well, get it fixed, man, unless you want to see me malfunction. Certainly, sir. These guys murdered me, and now they're targeting the redhead. What kind of connection did we have with each other? I say, this room is giving me the heebie-jeebies, my good man. What with painting spin around and the like. I tease enough to give a man the jitters. You killed me below. My apologies, sir. The room was just compelled recently, sir. My apologies, sir. The room was just completed recently, sir. My apologies, sir. The room was just completed recently, sir. We're still trying to iron out the king, sir. Yes, I just hope that all that is... I mean, egad man, how am I supposed to relax and enjoy my grapes? It's a miserable state of affairs when I can even be startled by a telephone that doesn't even ring. Did you see where the fruit went? Egad. It's even more pathetic to be startled by the same telephone twice, bah. The problem must be solved, sir. The Miss Lynn problem. What? Ninny? Yes. You did mention taking the next step a moment ago, didn't you, my good man? Yes, sir. I sent one step ahead Tango to her apartment, sir. That telephone call must be him reporting in, sir. Very good, very good. Lynn is in danger again. This is one step ahead Tango. I'm at the target apartment now. And with it, man. Have you taken care of her? Number. She isn't back yet. No. She isn't back yet. What? It only stands to reason. If the target got here first, they wouldn't call me one step ahead now, would they? The game isn't Itaka. I don't get it, but in any case, man, once you've taken care of her. Then you'll promote me to the head of the Hitman Division. Bah, no man. Now you're even getting one step ahead of me. We can discuss my new salary later. Great Scott, now you're even getting one step ahead of your last one step ahead. Hi, Spawnage. I'll get back to my job now, sir. Confound it. You're even hanging up one step ahead. Well, gotta dial star 69 then and figure out where he called from. Lynn's apartment. What did he say, sir? He asked me to raise his salary. What will you do, sir? Maybe I'll give him some of nearsighted Jago pay. Look. I can't lose her. She's my only lead if I ever hope to solve the mystery of me. I know, puppy. The telephone line guided me to Lynn's apartment. Fortunately, Lynn isn't here yet. Unfortunately, the hitman is. And there are a couple of other unfortunate little developments waiting for me, it seems. And there are a couple other unfortunate little developments waiting for me, it seems. Huh? It looks like there's an unlucky little lady here tonight. And an even unluckier little dog. The poor, brave little warrior. He must have been trying to defend his mistress. If Lynn came home now. If Lynn came home now. I have to do something about this situation and fast. Huh, where am I? And more to the point, who am I? And why can the doggy speak English? Who am I? Are you talking to me? Of course. Do you see anybody else around here? If I remember right, the dead don't have voices. Their thoughts reach the other person directly. I guess that explains why this dog is talking to me right now. This is your mistress's apartment, and you are. Presumably, the little doggy who died here died, so I'm dead, huh? Let's see. The dead lose their memories. They even forget what they look like. And so that's what this blue flame shape is all about. There's no time to lose. Miss Camilla. Miss Camilla is in trouble. You mean you remember? You know who you are. That's right. I'm Miss Ill. Nice to meet you. I'm a Pomeranian. Well, I guess now I know it's possible for the dead to regain their memories. Thanks to this little doggy. Miss Camilla. Miss Camilla. My Miss Camilla is in trouble, and I vowed to devote my life to protecting her. But I died before I could rescue her. How could I let her down like this? So you're more worried about your mistress's safety than your own death, eh? I like your moxie, little doggy. Looks like it's time to go back to 4 minutes before this little guy's death. Time to save this his life. Let's see. First of all, I'd better see what I can find out about your death, little guy. Excuse me, but where exactly are we? Ha! You followed me. I followed you. You brought me with you. One or the other. It looks like the dead can move around together. This is the land of 4 minutes before your death. Really? We're really here? So that means you're going to save Miss Camilla, doesn't it? Aren't you even surprised, Amy? We just traveled through time and... I love how gung-ho Missile is. Not especially. I mean, Miss Camilla can walk around on 2 legs, but I can't do that. So she can do that. Then it's not so strange that you can walk backwards through time. That makes no logical sense. Doggy don't care. Doggy just wants to help. So that's the way your mind works, eh? I guess that's reasonable enough. Come on, come on. Let's get started. Okay, first we watch your last 4 minutes unfold. Then we use what we learned to save Camilla. Just like when I saved Len at the junkyard. If we watch closely, we ought to be able to get a few leads. Keep your eyes open. Of course. Leave it to me to sniff out a few clues. Yep, found the remote. Shut that mud up. No, Missile. You're not supposed to bark. The lady next door is crabbier than ever tonight. If it barks, agent. If it barks again, I will moon down this wall. I will moon dock this wall. I will knock down this wall. You don't want her to knock the wall down, do you, boy? Why do you like to bark so much anyway? Missile is a dog. Dogs just like to bark. You sure are cute, but just don't get us killed, okay? Darn, I really wanted to watch TV too. Hey, I know. I'll listen to music. Whoops. Oops. That is close. I'm in the mod for donuts tonight. I'll knock down this wall. I don't really like it when jobs outside the original scope crop up. I have to put it down as a separate charge, and accounting never likes that. But I guess it can't be helped. Sorry, kid. Cardinal Sin Man never shoot the dog. Everyone hates it when you old yeller a dog. So that the whole dramatic story of what happened 4 minutes before you died. Wow, look at that, I'm dead. I'm kind of shocked, to tell the truth. Okay, let's get started on saving her. Okay, let's get started on saving her. I love how Missile just has no exposition time. Any dog, head empty. But let's see, how are we going to do this? It seems to me the easiest way would be for you to take a big bite out of that man's leg. It seems to me the easiest way would be for you to take a big bite out of that man's leg. Oh, I don't think I could do that. Whenever somebody I don't know comes around, all I want to say to them is, welcome. I can't help it. Okay, then I guess the only thing we can do is get the little lady to help herself somehow. Oh, I don't think she could do that. Did you notice her putting those red things on her head? Red things? Oh, you mean the headphones. Whenever she puts those red kinds on, that is. Whenever she puts those red things on, that's it. I can call her name until my throat is sore. But she never hears me. To be perfectly honest, I hate those red things. Doggy is jealous of headphones. You're right. With those headphones on, little lady doesn't even hear the sound of the intruder's gun. So maybe that's us our first lead. Now we know we have to do something about that. Must be pretty good headphones to not hear a gunshot. Oh, so close. You almost knocked those red swings down. You almost knocked those red things down. Hey, I think you're onto something there. If we drop them in the fish tank, Camilla won't be able to use them anymore. But if we drop them in the fish tank, Miss Camilla will get a scolding from Miss Lynn. Better than dead. All you have to do is pretend you did it. That's the way of the honorable warrior. Okay, but you've obviously never seen Miss Lynn when she gets mad. Oh, no darn. How did I manage to do that? Lynn just bought those headphones too. How about if we tell her you did it, Missile? Darn. Now I can't even listen to music either. I think the gods are playing trucks on me tonight. Trucks. I think the gods are playing tricks on me tonight. Forgive me, Miss Camilla. I'm only doing it to save you. So what? Now you think you're one of the gods, eh? Huh. No, never mind that. The important thing is, we managed to change the situation. That's true. At least now we can use the little lady's ears to help us. Rat went flying. Miss Isle, if you bark like that, you'll make the lady next door start howling. If you keep this up, that wall is going to come down on our heads before we know it. But you'll protect me if anything bad happens, right, Missile? Of course I will. That's quite a big promise for a little fellow. The poor little guy's up against some formidable opponents. The man in black and the woman in purple. How does he know about the woman in purple? Huh? I can't make another donut fall. Oh, I guess we maybe wasted it. What do we do now? Without that donut, the squeaky guy won't come, and I won't bark. Yeah, and the barking part is your favorite, right? It looks like only one donut will fall. We only get one chance. Well, so much for that. Too early, I guess. The question is, what do we do now? Unless we do something more, the outcome will still be the same. Oh, if only I had big strong teeth and aggressive spirit. Oh, if only I had big strong teeth and an aggressive spirit. Yeah. Doesn't seem like we can stop the hitman from coming in. So, in that case... Oh, I have an idea. Why don't we hide Miss Camilla? Hide her. That sounds just like the kind of idea a little doggy would come up with. Are you making fun of me? But where could a little lady hide in this room? Him. I think I might have just the place. But there is just one little problem. How to get Miss Camilla and they're right. Exactly. If I could possess Camilla herself, the answer would be easy. But I can't do that, so I guess the only way to do it is to lead her there. Now, what can I do using the objects in this room? I think I'll try out various things and see what I can come up with. And I'll be here watching, cheering you on. Something just fell, and quite dramatically too. It was a wooden box, kind of heavy. I wonder what it was doing there. I'm just glad it didn't fall on Miss Camla's head. Me too. We don't need to add to the number of ghosts around here. If you bark like that, how can anybody enjoy the pretty melody? Your poor mistress has to get up and quiet you down every time. Yes, I'm truly embarrassed by my own behavior. Hey, look at that. One of the ornaments fell off the tree. I'm not interested in things like that. I graduated from playing with balls a long time ago. You should try graduating from needless barking too. Sorry, that one thing I could just never give up. What exactly are you barking about, anyway? Well, just look at it. It's all sparkly and glittery, and it turns around and around. Dogs just dog things. Besides, it plays that exciting must-see. Besides, it plays that exciting music. What else can I do but bark? Tell me this then. Exactly what are you thinking when you bark like that? Well, let's see. That time there, if I had to put my feelings into words, I'd say they were. Welcome. I guess that about sums it up. I guess it's the kind of feeling I'll never quite understand. probably ruined it. Whoa, you sent that fan flying. Maybe I was supposed to send the rat flying. I like to tidy up by shoving eyesores under the sofa. Heh. Hey, how come you're looking at me when you say that? Hey, wait a minute. Under the sofa, eh? That might have a spot the hitman wouldn't look. That might be a spot the hitman wouldn't look. Come to think of it. Miss Kamala climbs under the sofa all the time. Trying to catch me. You're a naughty little doggy, aren't you? So my new plan is to hide the little lady under the sofa. The only problem now is how do I lead her under there? Listen up, little girl. I'll make you a deal. If you promise to keep quiet, I'll let you live. For now, anyway. What a shame. But I guess this brave little fellow refuses to accept our deal. N'est-ce pas? No, no. It doesn't seem like I can stop the intruder from coming in. And I guess this little doggy doesn't have much fighting pair. People often tell me my name doesn't suit me. I guess the only thing to do is hide our little lady someplace where the hickman can't see her. Missile, no. What are you doing under here, you silly boy? Ah, my little missile. You're always doing the cutest things. My prey is bound to come home sometime. Might I as well make myself comfortable in the meanwhile? Might as well make myself comfortable and in the meanwhile. There. Our little lady's fate has been averted. It has. The poor thing is still curled up in a ball and shaking with fear. The poor thing is still curled up in a ball and shaking with fear. Well, yeah, that's true. But that's not so bad. In the scheme of things, I'd say she's just fine. You forget there's a dog, right? And look, you're not dead. Oh, you're right. We did it. We did it, didn't we? Okay, now call the popo. We did it. Well, to be precise, you're the one who did it. Huh. Me. I saved Miss Camilla. Yup. You're the one who laid her under the sofa, right? You protected your mistress. I can attest to that. Oh. Oh, thank you. Can I ask a question? Sure. What is it? What exactly are those strange powers of yours? Oh, you mean my ghost tricks? Apparently, they're the power to manipulate inanimate objects. If they're ghost tricks, then can I do them too? I'm dead too, after all. I guess. That's how it goes, right? I've been staring at those donuts as hard as I could for a long time now. But they won't budge for me. But you're dead, you can't eat them. Why do you suppose that is? I don't really know. I guess you just don't have that power. Well, I have one thing to say to that. That's not fair. Sorry, but I guess not everybody who dies gets the powers of the dead. So what's going to happen to me now? Nothing really. Your death has been erased. You'll just go back to being a happy little doggy, living your everyday life. I guess this means goodbye. But we'll meet again sometime, right? Yeah, maybe, if you die again. Today. What you did for me tonight. I'll never forget it. Hey. Well, I guess we'd better be getting back to the present. Time to see what happens next in our story. And now a new present is born. The little lady is still curled up in a ball and shaking with fear. And the little doggy is wagging his tail happily. So what am I going to do now? I think I'll watch for a while and see what happens. What? Still at the junkyard. All right, I got it. Emph. I guess my prey likes to play hide and seek. She hasn't had enough of that junkyard yet, apparently. I can't let nearsighted Jigo beat me out on this one. I'd better hurry. Next time, lock the door. What was that all about? You saved me, didn't you, Miss L? I just know you did. Maybe I shouldn't answer it. Look. There's that little doggy all curled up on the floor. Dreaming away the life we worked so hard to get back for him. That's fine, but what's up with that core? The dead can't possess living creatures. That were the rules Mr. Desklamp taught me. So would a living and breathing doggy be doing with a core? I'd better try possessing him and see. Oh, it's you. It's you. It's, Come to think of it, I never did ask you your name. I guess it's good we ran into each other again then. a good chance for us to reintroduce ourselves to each other. You mean you forgot my name already? Possibly, since he kept calling him Little Doggy. Missile, not rocket. Rocket is the raccoon. After everything we shared together, the drama, that tearful goodbye. I'm Missile. But you know it's strained. I wonder what you remember me now that you're alive again. Do you remember your time being dead? Of course, all of it. Well, head enter. Okay, let me get this straight. The memory of being dead doesn't disappear. Perhaps this is what they call déjà vu. And the dead I meet in the ghost world develop a core when they return to the land of the living. And if I then possess that core, I can talk to that person. Ah, you know, like a spirit medium. Though talking to Missile doesn't have any way of relaying that thought to a human. It looks that way, yes. Pamela. Oh, thank goodness you're okay. Well, I don't know if I'm okay, exactly. You won't believe what just happened. Listen to me. You've got to get out of there right now. But what about dinner? I was thinking about spaghetti tonight. I won't be going back there for a while, and you might be in danger if you stay there too. Have you noticed she has this bad shape on her chest? But I already was in danger, just a little while ago. Meet me at that restaurant, the Chicken Kitchen, on Dead End Drive. Dead End Drive? I do know that's pretty far. Just hurry, okay? Oh, and one more thing. Bring the music box with you, okay? Music box? I'd love music boxes. It's a gift for me. I accidentally clicked on the window. Something, something. I love music boxes. Is it a present for me? Is it a present for me? I'm sorry, but it doesn't play. I can't even get the lid open. Then you can't very well call it a music box then, can you? More like a jest box. Just bring it, okay. It's kind of big, and it's made out of wood. Okay, I will. Where is it? I kinda hid it in that room you're in. Excuse me. Not again. Darn. Now I've dropped the phone in there too. Camilla dropped tips. How about if we tell her you did it, Missile? But I sure hope Lynn's all right. I'd better get going. I know right where Dead End Drive is. But I never saw any music box around here. Where am I supposed to find it? Do you know where it is, Missile? Help me look, okay? Darn. I can't find that silly old music box anywhere. If she was going to scream, she should have done it after she told me where the music box was. Camilla must be scared. She's still just a little girl after all. It's cute the way she keeps looking in the same places over and over. some way I can help her. This is it. The music box. Yippee. I'll leave the remote here. But don't you touch it, Missile. If the TV comes on, you'll start barking. I'd hate to find you flirting underneath that wool when I came home. Okay, I'm leaving now, Miss Al. I have to go help Lynn. She's like a sister to me, you know. You be good while I'm away, and no barking. You hear that missile? No barkies. And still doesn't unlock the door. Still no peace for the little lady. And the red-eyed Lynn is facing a new crisis right now as well. Meanwhile, I'm in a bit of a pickle of my own. With the receiver at the bottom of the fish tank. I find myself still trapped in this apartment. Too bad I can't just curl up and go to sleep with my tail wagging too. Because there is something I must do. The question is, how do I go about getting out of here? Be right back.